Hey guys, TV here, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our Five Nights at Freddy's build series, I guess. And here, as you can obviously tell, we're going to be building Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Yes, that means it is Halloween, everybody. Happy Halloween. If you don't celebrate it, then, happy Saturday. But yeah, I worked really hard on this build, guys. Trust me, I understand you guys are so dedicated to this game genre, but what you do have to realize is that I am one person, so me forgetting a few details or implementing a few of my own ideas is just me, and that's how I envision it. So please keep in mind, I will not be using actual Five Nights at Freddy's costumes for this. There will only be a few animatronics included in this, not saying what because I'm not gonna spoil it. But yes, I will be doing a voiceover for the entire duration of the video. I have done for all the Five Nights at Freddy's builds so far. If you are new to this series, I have built the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 pizzeria, which I believe has over 90,000 views right now, so thank you all very much. And I have also built 2 parts of Five Nights at Freddy's 2, so there are 2 videos on that and 1 video on the first one. There's only going to be 1 video on this one because it was very simple to do, but building it was a little bit more complicated. But actually, furnishing it wasn't that difficult due to the fact that the cameras, yes, I did do so much research, guys, it's not even funny. The cameras make it so hard to actually see what's in the background, and they make it so hard to use your imagination to what's actually there. So I had to go ahead and just, guess what was there. I added a lot of Halloween stuff with the spooky stuff pack that came out with The Sims 4, so I'm really excited I could do that. And it gets very spooky. I add spooky music and stuff. And keep in mind that this is not a pizzeria, this is a haunted house of sorts. So when we go with a certain theme, don't be like, that's not in the game. Keep in mind, if you played or watched anyone play the 3rd game, it's a horror, maze thing. It's like a spooky house. That's what it is. As you can see here, we are going through and we are putting all in sheets. And then we have the classic tile and the walling that we always use. And I did notice that in Five Nights at Freddy's 1 build, I used the paneling version of this. So you can actually change that if you want in your own build. I actually have seen people in their videos take that build and make it their own, which I really do enjoy seeing. Also, keep in mind, guys, I do not use custom content, so if you want this in your game and you don't want to download any custom content, you can do that. Here I'm implementing the 2-way mirror window from Get to Work, which I have actually never used, and I'm surprised that I've never used it. And I thought this was perfect for like a security room. I really did enjoy building the office and stuff, so sorry for the storage stuff in there. This is a current household I've been playing with, so there is stuff in their inventory. But I even go into detail by sizing up a box, and later on we will put more stuff in that box. This is, I believe, day 2 of the build. As you saw that skip there, and now I'm putting in the ventilation because I realized I forgot to do that. And as you can see here, I'm cutting out the roofing and the flooring of where the ventilation is. I go on to change that at the end of the build. I kind of regret changing it, but at the same time I don't. With this build, either way, you definitely have to play with the walls up if you want that spooky effect. But if you don't want that spooky effect, then you can just play with the walls down. But I really did enjoy this build. It is also a retail lot, guys. As you can see, I put the walls up for the locking mechanism in the vents, so no animatronics can come in and kill you. Not much happening right now, it's just me putting up wallpaper. But let me know, guys, at the end of this video, comment down below and let me know what is your favorite build so far. And as you can see, I'm putting up the cameras and I was looking at the locations for them, so that's why you see me pausing a little bit here and there. Let me know what your favorite build is. I don't know if we'll be doing a Five Nights at Freddy's 4 room build, because that's only going to be a room. There's not much we can do with it. So I don't know. We can try to do something with that. Let me know if you want to see something with Five Nights at Freddy's 4. And if you do, that would be cool. Here, this is when I start really looking into detail as what's in the cameras. Like, you will see me put in a light that's in, I believe, camera 9. And, it's just a single light right here, as you can see. It's just at the end of the corridor where the door is, and I thought that was kind of interesting. I didn't really understand why that was there, so I put it there. Then here, this is what I was afraid you guys are going to yell at me at. This is like a ticket booth, because it's supposed to be a retail lot. All of my Five Nights at Freddy's builds are retail lots. That way you can actually have people come to them, buy stuff, this and that. And I needed somewhere to put the register. I just didn't want to have it out because it wasn't a restaurant like the other builds. So I went ahead and built a little ticket booth kiosk thing, and I make it all spooky and stuff later on. I really like how that turned out, because it really did give it that spooky effect, like a haunted house effect. So I really did like that. I don't know, like this, I really did enjoy it. Wow, can I speak? I really did enjoy doing this build, guys. It's not that I didn't enjoy the other ones, it's just that I was a little concerned with the fact that you guys might have been upset with how I did some things. By the way, that chicken is supposed to be Chica's head, the one with the light bulb in it, so I thought it was funny because it's a chicken, and it's yellow too, so it makes sense. Then here are like the presents and stuff, and I actually go ahead and put a mannequin in of Springtrap, as you can see. And no, we do not put a Springtrap costume on him. Again, I do not use custom content. So we'll go ahead and put on something from Spooky Stuff Pack on him, and it's like ripped and torn clothing, so it makes him look really cool. Makes him look like he's a worn thing, so you're more than welcome to go ahead and put your own custom content on him if you would like to download download the builds from the gallery. Here you can see we are addressing him, but if you're interested, my Sims 4 gallery name is Anna Sims TV. It is always in the description of my videos, so if you want, you can go ahead and copy and paste that into your gallery. So there was his costume, and as you can see, it's all torn and worn. Sorry I couldn't give him a yellow shirt, they only had yellow pants in it, but I still thought the worn and torn look looked good, like what we did for Mangle in the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 build. Working on the arcade here, I had to use a lot of my own imagination for this arcade. I had to go ahead and rearrange it so many times. We don't have actual arcade machines yet in The Sims 4, so we just went ahead and put whatever video games we had, and I thought, hey, it's a spooky thing, so let's put pumpkin carving stations in. And I go ahead and put TVs over the pumpkin carving stations to make it look like it's a gaming thing, but in reality you just carve pumpkins at it. So I just really like that aspect, and then I go ahead and decorate it with all the little ceiling stars. And I also add in a chess table, I believe, later on, so. But actually, doing the arcade was actually one of my favorite parts because it felt like I could really make it look 80s, and I tried really hard to make it look 80s. Didn't work. And yes, I know Five Nights at Freddy's 3 does not take place in the 80s, but it was based off Five Nights at Freddy's. The game was inside a game that was based off a game called Five Nights at Freddy's. No, it wasn't, but ignore what I just said. But as you saw, I put up some stereos, and actually, as your sim walks around, it plays spooky music, so that'd be cool. And I liked using different color lighting in this build. You'll see me do that a lot, and I feel like it adds to the build because I never really did that before, and I never thought of doing that, but I really think it adds to it. Then here we have the hallway of nothingness. It's literally just a hallway, and I thought that was the weirdest thing. But I was just like, alright, let's just fill this with a bunch of ceiling stars to give it some interesting texture, because otherwise it looked like it was pointless to the build. Don't worry, as you're playing, those ceiling stars really don't show up much, so you don't have to worry about if you have all the walls up, about the stars popping in and out, and I understand how that could be annoying. I don't know, I wanted the cupcake sign to like represent Chica because Chica's not really an animatronic in the Five Nights at Freddy's 3 game, so then here I get really creative and I make that like half Freddy light, and then I will also make that Foxy light, but considering we don't have a Fox plushie in the game, I think what I do makes it work. I also add in a lot of candy bowls around, that way your Sims can get scared from the candy bowls if they try to get candy. So that's another way your Sims can get scared in this. And I really do like the little light bulb popping out of his head and the light color, the red color it's giving off. I really like that. And guys, you really have no clue how much detail I went into. Like, if you saw how meticulous I was with the screenshots I was looking at, and I'm like, is this the correct screenshot? I don't know, let's go watch Markiplier and make sure this is correct. Like, right here, I'm stringing lights that are in front of a camera. Yes, the camera with the lights in front of it, I am seriously making that right now. That's how detailed I got, guys. Because in the first build, you guys were freaking out, like, oh, you did this wrong, blah, blah, blah. In the second build, no one really complained except for a few people who really had no clue what they were talking about. So thank you guys. And as you can see right here, I made the little Foxy head. Yes, I understand it's a dinosaur, but get over it. Look, his eyeball is a light bulb. It's so adorable. By the way, when you put this build into your world, I really do suggest putting on move objects. I really suggest that. Otherwise, you're not going to have a lot of things in the room. I really like the light wall things. Like, I could only hide his body with, sized up towels, which kind of sucked. But I feel like it just looks really cool. If we had a fox, it would look better, but we don't have a fox, so I just used the orange dinosaur. Hope you guys don't mind. Couldn't really use, mannequins, because if I use mannequins, then there's a 50-50 chance that something could go horribly wrong and your game could crash, because if a sim tries to try on clothes while your mannequin's in the wall, I'm pretty sure the sim could get stuck in the wall. Not 100% sure. Put another half Freddy thing, but one without a light bulb in it. And here I'm going in to make Freddy, and you guys are probably like wondering, Anna, Freddy's technically not in the game, he's a hallucination. Why are you even bothering putting him in? Well, it's because it's Five Nights at Freddy's, so I thought, he can't not be represented in his own game, like, that's not fair. And then here I'm putting the, box of, toys and stuff, and I have the guitar in there, and a chicken for Chica, a bunny for Bonnie, a gnome for Balloon Boy, and a teddy bear for Freddy. Even though I don't think Freddy was in the box, but whatever. And here I am decorating the office, and sorry for using so many spiderwebs, guys. It was just the only thing I really had to make it look dingy and old. Here you see I'm going ahead and making the exit signs red, and in the cameras, that was a real detail. I just gotta, sorry, The Sims was tweeting about stuff and I just got a notification about it, so sorry. What am I even doing here? I'm placing more stars around and balloons, and I really tried so hard to make it look like the game and also put in things just to make it not boring and stuff. So here I realized I had the wrong wallpaper up and I needed like a bricky one that was like panels because like the secret code and stuff. So I did that, and then I add banisters in to separate the two areas, like how I did in Five Nights at Freddy's 2. And then I noticed in some of the screenshots there were these lights that were also up on the walls. Not 100% sure what those were for. I don't know if that was just for atmosphere or what, but I put those in. Now, for those of you who are just joining the series and watching this, you're probably thinking, wow, this girl's a big Five Nights at Freddy's fan. Believe it or not, I'm actually not a huge fan of it. It's just that I thought it would be nice to dedicate builds to it, and it originally started off as one build, and people requested more, and then more people requested more, and I have already gotten requests for Five Nights at Freddy's 4, even though I have not done it yet. So we're gonna see if how bad you guys want a Five Nights at Freddy's 4. As you can see, I made that little ticket booth shack into a creepy looking shack, like I just said. Here I'm making the roof. I really didn't know what I wanted to do because it's just such an awkward shape. It really is. So this is where I regret making it all one roof, but actually seeing it now, I think it looks nice. Like all the other Five Nights at Freddy's builds, it is a flat roof that just looks very industrial. Not like it belongs in a city and a strip mall, something like that. And putting fencing around and air conditioning and stuff. And as you can see, it got extremely dark in there, so sorry about that. But it's also, again, a spooky place, so adding some Halloween decorations around just because. Yes, just because. I love landscaping, so I'm doing that. And we are coming very close to the end of the video, guys, so right now I just want to say thank you all so much for watching. Please leave a comment down below on what you think, and please don't be rude about it, because if you're rude about it, more than likely you're gonna get banned from my channel, which a lot of people already have, so yay. But really, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Please let me know if you want a Five Nights at Freddy's 4 room build or not. And if you're new to the channel, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the TV Kingdom. Anyways, guys, I will see you all later. This is not just my channel, this is your channel too. Bye!
Hoorah.